And just like that, welcome back, everybody. Good to see you, Carolina Keith, Professor Keith, regular Keith. I hate Keith. Keith's an idiot. Keith's a simp. God, what is the matter with Keith? I'm just Keith. Let me turn this light on a little bit. I notice that my light isn't in the right position. Hang on. I think my dog. So this light behind you can't see, is on a pole that goes behind the desk. And the dog often lays under the desk here at my feet because that's just her thing. So it makes it difficult for the light pole to stay still whenever she bumps it. I don't know why she did that, but whatever. Good to see you all. So, over the last week, we've had some interesting developments, and I think it's best that we talk about them on a live stream, yeah? Let's get it all out there in the open so everyone can see it together and we can all make decisions together, shall we? And we shall. If you haven't done so, please, on Crypto After Dark here, we like to hit the like button. They are free. They don't cost anything to hit like. The more likes we get, the higher YouTube pushes us up on the old YouTube algorithm, which is awesome. We get up there higher, then we're doing better. The better we do, the more people we can help. It's free. It costs nothing while you're there. Subscribe. It costs nothing to subscribe, all right? We're getting closer to 10,000. I got some stuff to give away when we get there, but we're not there yet. I think we're about 9,800 and some change. Close to 10,000, but not there. We'll hit 10,000 likely in the bull market, but we're not there yet. So, to the charts we go. I'm going to start with Bitcoin. And while people come in and talk, I will get ready. Hey, Miss Kelly Slade. I'll get ready to chart everything that everyone asked for. I already put this out on X, and I've already got several coins to look at. We're going to go through them first, but I want to do Bitcoin, and then we'll get to XRP and others. Because, everyone's all on this whole manipulation train right now. So I thought it was best we talk about it. So first things first, got Bitcoin pulled up on the chart here. You see the very large green candle that happened. I know it felt good. Let me zoom in here a bit. Oh, I did the wrong one. There we go. I want to zoom in for people so you can see a little bit better here. Someone complained and said, well, it's too small, Keith. I can't see what you're doing. So I'll zoom in some. I'll zoom it back out here in a second. But first thing I want you to notice is the big monster green candle that it threw exactly when the spot Bitcoin ETF rumor started. What are you asking me on this exactly? Because what I see so far is a pretty big candle with a pretty big sell pressure wick on top of it that started before all the rumors started realizing that they were just rumors. All right. What do I mean by that? So first things first, I think it's worth noting that we were over the 50 moving average before any of this happened. All right. I'm going to grab my drawing tool here. Right here is the 50-day moving average. That's the yellow line that you see there. The 50-day moving average is a basic, what's the best way to describe it? It's a very basic buy-sell indicator. Over the 50 moving average, which we were here, right? Over that 50 moving average, bueno. Under the 50 moving average, obviously that's less good. In fact, it's more bearish than bullish. When you're under it, it's more bullish than bearish when you're over it. Now, as you can see, every one of these candles since September 28th has been over the 50-day moving average. Very good. So, honestly, most of you should have already been in or preparing to get in at this point, because while there could have been more down to come, you are still over a basic indicator here. Now, here's the other side of that. I'll put in the 200 and 100 moving averages, and you'll see that, they didn't look quite as good, right? Honestly, it didn't look good at all. You were underneath the 100 and the 200 moving averages, both. So, in this one candle, we managed to break every single moving average that hadn't broken before and got over top of all of them. What are moving averages? Moving averages are basic support and resistance, all right? That's what they do. They're rolling averages that show us support and resistance, and they can help us filter out some stuff to the yay or to the nay, all right? Now that we've got over top of them, why did the candles stop where it stopped? I have a green box drawn. Why did the candles come back down and stop where they stopped also? Interesting that you asked that, and let's start by looking at some basics here first. Now, we do a little bit of Forex trading as well over in our Discord. 786 Assassins. WAP.com/team 786 is right there along the bottom. That's our private Discord where we do all this cool stuff. A basic style in Forex is waiting and looking for liquidity gaps, or what we call unretraced candles, naked candles. Naked candles are candles that have no retrace yet, like this one right here. This red candle never had a retrace on the back. All these candles here never had a retrace on the back. They were due for a retrace. We also look for zones where liquidity will happen. Liquidations will happen, where those liquidations will happen. We already knew that we have high liquidation points at 24,500, which got hit right down here. Okay. Then we had another high point of liquidations at 30,000. Look where this candle stopped. Exactly 30,000. What to me looks like happened is a whole bunch of liquidations were sitting in one spot and a bunch of short sellers got roasted. All right. The week before, 2 weeks before that, a bunch of bulls got roasted. This is common practice. I know a bunch of you don't understand that because you refuse to believe in charts, but this is common stuff. This happens every day in Forex. The more you talk about Bitcoin, the more Bitcoin becomes a reality for everyone, the more likely we are to have these events happen where liquidations happen, okay? It's going to happen more and more and more and more and more and more. The bigger Bitcoin becomes and the more money that goes into it, the more you're going to see this kind of stuff happen on a low time frame. It's been my argument since day one that as Bitcoin matures and becomes a more mature asset that eventually is traded on the stock market, you're going to see things level out and smooth out for it. It'll have its moment of euphoria, yes, but things will eventually slow down and smooth out to the point where things are nice and even most of the time. Now, I'm going to go a little farther here. We did break the trend and we did back test the trend just before everything moved up. We talked about this in the Discord before it happened. This was not bearish. This is actually a decent bullish bounce here on the other side of a trend line, which is great. We look for trend breaks and we wait for those retests. I've talked about this to nauseam on XRP's weekly chart, which we'll talk about in a minute. Okay. Next, I'm going to pull some Fibonacci retracement on this. I'll start at the top and pull down because this was a downtrend that failed. All right. Very cool. Downtrend failed. Where did it fail? Right here. It came back and back tested. After it back tested and broke north, look where it stopped. Right in the golden pocket. It doesn't matter whether I'm in linear mode or log mode. No difference. Same thing either way. Doesn't matter linear or log. You're pretty much exactly the same thing here. It stopped directly at the golden pocket. We've seen the Bitcoin chart use the golden pocket constantly for retraces. In fact, this is why I thought we may go back toward the $20,000 range for a while, because the 618 level was right around $20,000. So that honestly could possibly happen one day. We can get to that in a minute. But all that to be said, I don't see any manipulation. I see a chart that back tested a trend line, bounced off of it, broke through some resistance, bounced the top of that resistance, that being the 100 and 200-day moving averages, and has now continued to try to go back up. Now, it's also important to note that we're wick chasing a little bit here. What is wick chasing? Well, after you threw this very large wick that you threw right here, okay, you didn't immediately retrace and take all that back, because now this is the same way it was on the way up is the same way it is on the way down. These are naked candles and they're likely to get a retrace in on them. Once this happens, you're likely to retest the high that it went to before, which was roughly 30,000. I wrote this down in the Discord and said, I expect this to happen. After you run a big wick up like this, you wick chase. You have candles follow that wick up and eventually fail and fade back over at some point. Now, I'm not exactly sure when that will be. There's no point in trying to guess that. Here's what I see on the interim. I see a short-term trend line now budgeting upward. And until this fails, everything's okay, just like it was back here and back here and back here. Everything's okay as long as this thing stays above the trend line here. No harm, no foul. Now, I'll say this. As these moving averages bunch up and tighten, this is good that we're near the above area of those so that we can stay above support and not under resistance. And what do I mean? Well, let me drop these candles off And I'll just pull up the moving averages here. Oh, sorry. Here we go. I'll take the trend line I drew here away. I don't need it for this example. All these moving averages are starting to ball up into a ball, which is good stuff. As these ball up into a ball, they create a more contentious space for support. Support meaning underneath the price has a level that likely won't fail immediately. All right. As we create this support, this is a good thing. We've continued to hang on here. As long as this stays above support, I think there's a good case to be made that it's okay. Everything's fine. Relax. If we drop back under this, it's a little bit more frustrating. I would agree. But I was hoping this would happen. I talked about this many streams where I wanted to see these moving averages bunch up together, create a bit of a ball. And when that happens, we see volatility come in. Now, that might not be till the middle of November, the end of November or something like that, but that's what I'm hopeful for. So I expect this 30,000 level comes close to getting retested once more, then we'll assess from there. Okay? Good. So that was my Bitcoin take. I want to say hey to everyone, and then we'll get to the rest of these charts. I recorded all that so I can put it on Twitter because people are stupid. Let me zoom this back out. There we go. All right. So who we got in here first? What's up, Tremaine the Great? Good to see you, brother. When Mullet says breaking, settlement settled 2%. Ron Poteet said, glad I made tonight. Good to see you, brother. Cycling Cotton. What's up, brother? Jimmy Monroe. Good to see you. Cycling Cotton. Dab. October 19th, we had a 16% green candle, then a 39% drop in a November, December. Thank you very, very much. That is exactly right. Just as soon as you see those liquidations come in and you see that euphoria start to roll in, you usually get that thing ripped right out from underneath you and it starts to hurt again. Flair, what's up, brother? Good to see you. I got that wrote down, Cycling Cotton. Ariana, good to see you, ma'am. Anonymity, Miss Kelly Slade. Dreamer. Tex, what's up, brother? CRV. Gotcha. CRV and T. Thank you, Bullish CEO. He said, hit the like button. That's right, brother. It's free. Likes cost nothing here. 45 of you guys are on here, 27 likes. Come on, man. Chestnut Checkers, good to see you. All right. When Mullet says text, you know it. Farood, what's up, brother? Good to see you. All right. Chadma, what's up there in Canada? Bro, I don't have any pink beer tonight. No. All I've got is just an energy drink. No drinking tonight. Not yet, anyway. Maybe after the stream. All right. So good to see you guys. All right. Let's get to the rest of these. I'm going to start with XRP because something interesting happened over the last couple of days. I got a lot of mess on this chart, okay? Bear with me here. Put this in linear mode. Here we go. So I was hopeful this would happen. Downtrend, falling triangle, falling wedge. And now, over the last couple days here, we have broken back above it. Very, very nice. However, there's some problems here, and I want you to see them. I'm glad this broke over, first of all. This solidifies my buy down here at roughly 46 cents or wherever the hell I bought it. All right, good. I'm in the profits, and I like that. I was hoping it would come down to my green circle exactly as I wanted it to. It didn't do that, and I'm okay with that. I'm glad it broke out of this, though. Now, I'm going to set this to the side here because I think there's still a possibility. I came really close with this white line, didn't I? I drew that back in early September, and it almost came exactly true. We broke back over the 821 EMA and the yellow 50 moving average line that you've seen me talk about with Bitcoin. However, we are still under that red 200-day moving average, and there is no bull market if any asset is under the 200 moving average. It has to break over that 200 before it is actually in a bull market. And as you see, we're still under it. That's that red line that you see there moving horizontally right there. Okay. Good that it broke the trend. I like this. Good that it got over the 50. I like that. I want to see it improve and get over this 200 moving average, which is right here. All right. Until that happens, I'm still a little hesitant here. All right. And the white line right here represents a big resistance line, as you see, starting here, working its way back all the way through this white line right here. This resistance line has been a point of contention, and it does not want to budge easy. All right. All the most bullish news possible. All that did was push right through there and push right back down underneath this line again. Okay. It felt good for a little while and then went right back to where it was. All right. I'm sorry, but that's not quite good enough yet. So here's what I want to see for the future. Number one, what would be the best optimal thing to happen? This thing work its way up and get over here on top of this white line. That would be amazing. What's likely to happen? Not that. What's likely to happen is this thing rolls back and then makes the same white line just over here to the right a little bit more. I'm hopeful this doesn't happen. I want the first scenario to happen because I want everybody to make some money. But I also realize it's not about what we want or what I want. It's about what's actually going to happen. And as long as we're under that 200 moving average, we're kind of bearish. All right. It's over the 50, but under the 200, it's kind of stuck in the mud still. Let me show you some other things real quick. Ichimoku cloud getting thin, which is good. Oh, didn't mean to draw that. Getting thin. By that, I mean this nice big fat cloud right here acted as resistance, but as it gets thinner and thinner and thinner, it's less resistance. Resistance because we were under it. If we can flip over top of that, it becomes support. So it's not quite there yet. As you see, we're stuck in the cloud, so that's 1x. Not exactly ideal. We are lag line over the candles. That's good. We are green cloud on the end. That's good. We are conversion under base. That's not good. So we have 2 green out of 4. That is not quite good enough yet. Sorry. Not time just yet. Close. It's close. But not just yet. All right. I'm in XRP. I'm on your team. I want to see this do well. I just don't think it's time yet. It's getting close. I still think everything's going to drag out for about another month, at least. Honestly, I think anywhere in the next 5 to 7 weeks here is the best time you're going to get to buy, and then it's gone. And then it's gone for 2 years, probably. You may get some that kind of suck ass for a while and take a while, but I think eventually they all break. Now, let's get into all of these that you asked for. I'm going to start with Casper because it was one of the first things that people requested. All right. All right, so I bought my first DCA way up here, and as you can see, it's failed miserably. And I have not bought another DCA, and I will not buy another DCA just yet. I want to see some sort of bullish bounce here because otherwise it's just catching a falling knife. I'm not going to continuously remake the same mistakes over and over and over again. I think that's very foolish. Hold on a second. My phone's blowing up over here. That's very foolish to continue to throw money like crazy. It's something that's a falling knife. So I'll take a chance, right? That's what I did. I took one chance. Hasn't really worked out. So I'm going to wait here until I see some sort of bullish sign. What would I like to see? Number one, I'd like to see it jump over the 821 EMA or the 50 moving average, both of which it has not done. I'll pull those up here now. There you go. 821 EMA is the green and purple. Nope. 50 moving average. Nope. What will likely happen before any of that happens is a bounce over this trend line. So if I get a bounce over that red trend line, that will be my signal to buy some more. Right now, though, man, this is a falling knife. I will say it's in the red box, which is Sniper's Alley. So that's one good thing. Again, not a lot to say here yet because it hasn't given me anything to show me it's ready. I can't do any more until it does. In fact, there's a possibility that it falls all the way down here to this green box, which is the absolute low from 2022. So there's a possibility that happens. Now, if it goes down there, I'll probably take another chance, not going to lie. All right. That'll probably be where I bite. Not going to do it yet, but that'll probably be where I bite. Can't let things go that far by the wayside and not take a chance. Quant. I bought Quant yesterday. Why? Well, it kept showing this move. Every single time I think it's going to fall, it potentially moves back toward this 821 EMA. It's getting closer to this trend line. As it continues to get closer and closer and not fail, it leads me to believe that this red box is pretty much the last of the Mohicans here. And I can say that because I'm part Native American. So this is the 618 box from the overall. All right. That's why I had it marked out like I got it marked out. It's also has bullish divergence here. RSI building strength with a flat or downward price. That is bullish divergence. Hasn't played out yet. I get it. But I do think this thing's got upside. I waited a really, really long time to buy it. And it's finally gotten to a point where I'm comfortable taking a chance because of that bullish divergence. However, technically speaking, it's not a buy. Only has bullish divergence. All right. So be careful here. Again, I didn't buy a lot. I only bought a little. I didn't go crazy here. I still got a shit ton of stable coins sitting on the side. Blur. Now this thing had a day 2 days ago. Didn't it? Yes, it did. Look at that. So we had this big downtrend, which was the white line there. This thing rather rapid. Oh shit, Chadma. Bro, still making Keith shoot some whiskey. Fine. He just donated $2. Thank you, sir. How about some Crown Roll? How about some Crown Roll? I haven't had any of this in a long time. For Chadma. Ooh. Boy, oh boy. That is trouble. Ha! By the way, anyone who doesn't know it, when you donate here, everything that comes in from YouTube or Google, we give away. We only get half of what comes through here, so I don't do it very often. But when we do it, anyone who donates through here, we take a shot as well. In the bull market, it's going to be wild, and you're going to see me get ruined on here. But we're not there yet. So this thing broke the 821 EMA and the 50 all at one time. It threw a 51% candle. I talked about this before. Now, I didn't sell this or take any profits yet. Why? I think this is just forming a base. I've already bought my blur. So probably just going to leave it alone and let it be volatile and let it try to pick up on volume and get its name out there a little bit more. It's done nothing but been a falling knife since launch. A bunch of people lost money on it. So I do think there's a solid possibility that it starts working its way off the floor here. It just may take some time. This was a very strong candle with a very strong bullish and bearish engulfing right behind it. That being said, it's still over the 50. So if you wanted to start finding a place to get in and find a base, I don't hate it. I've already got into this. So I was pretty happy when I saw this thing shoot up like it did. Right? I thought, hey, perfect. Retraced pretty rapidly, kind of back to where it started. No harm, no foul. But it is over the 821 and over the 50, so not terrible. Better than the others, I'll say that. WTK. Oh, I got that right over here because I'm in that. Where you at? Ooh, looky there. Ooh, looky there. Hey, baby girl, how you doing? How you doing? As you can see, I've already bought this. Boy, this one worked out amazingly, didn't it? How much am I up on this one? 33%. Not bad. All right. So the reason I had this green box up here is this green box kind of represents a resistance level that hasn't broken on this. All right. And we can go back farther here. It doesn't matter. As you see, that resistance level has been pretty stout right there and it hasn't broken. So even though this trend broke, and I know it feels good right now because it's hell overbought, I'm probably going to get on and take some profits after this. Because this thing did a lot in a hurry. If we flip over to weekly, that's a very big weekly candle breaking trend. It's not overbought on the weekly. All right. All that is a breakout on the weekly. So I'm likely to take some profits off. There's another asset that I wanted to buy on BidTrue that's not on other exchanges. So I'll probably get some of that with the profits. I'll probably just roll that right into another one that I was already going to buy. I can't get KuCoin yet. I did get my Palau ID. Right? But KuCoin face recognition wouldn't work for me. So I'm stuck waiting. I did get KYC'd on OKX, BitGet, Gate.io, BitTrue, Bittrex, something else. I got KYC'd on a bunch of them. So Mexi, I KYC'd that one. So I got like 200 BTC withdrawal limit now. So if I want to withdraw a shit ton, I can. But this chart does look better than most. I'd like to see it break resistance. And since I think there's still some down in here somewhere, I would be careful. The good news here is this one looks better than most. So you don't have to freak out and run away if you don't want. If you want to take some profits, you can. I'm probably gonna. I was waiting for this zone to get hit. Now that it's gotten hit, I'm making a note to, after the stream, at least take some. Never a bad day to take profits. Not even one day is a bad day to take profits. Illuvium, ILV. All right. I haven't bought any of this, but I've been debating it. It wasn't on the exchange where I wanted to get it, like I was saying. So this one's scraping the floor. Boy, look at that thing holding support. This is very tempting for me. It's not quite there. I think this is going to take a little bit longer. Boy, that's a fallen knife if I've ever seen it. Ugh. The question becomes, is this worth $100 or something like that? I would say it probably is. So I'll probably buy some of this. It's not a buy just yet. It's a risk, but I think the risk is better. I think the reward is better than the risk here. So I'm probably going to buy some of this after the stream. Let me make a note of this. What exchanges is this on? The shit's on Coinbase. Yeah, I'm buying some of that. Thank you to whoever asked me. I'm buying some of that. Oh my God, Jesus Christ, Chad. Thank you again. Another $2 donated by the crazy Canadians. Whew, right out of the bottom. Oh my God, crypto ho. Let's keep the Jesus Christ. Let's keep the crown going around. One more. Woo. Okay. Focus. All right, AMP. If you got more requests over here, I'll get to them in just a second, okay? I already bought AMP. This was on Coinbase as well. It was a falling knife when I bought it. I'm buying this and leaving it alone and not looking at it until the end of the bull market. I already made my mind up on that. This thing has so much gains to make back after doing nothing but lose that I think the gains far outweigh the risk here for me on this one. Also, I bought this with profits that I got on something else. So I'm okay with this. I'm okay with this. Even though it doesn't look good right now, it's still not technically a buy. I went ahead and got some of this. I'm not buying anymore. I'm going to leave it be. I think this has got a long way to go north once it breaks trend. Again, it's a shitter, so it might not go the way you want it to, but I think it will eventually. Not quite a buy just yet. Ethereum. Ethereum. Right there. All right. So a little bit better chart. Here's a similar situation to what we saw with Bitcoin. You've broken the trend line, which is this red line here. All right. You didn't quite get over the 821 EMA and the 50 moving average, and you're still stuck under them right here in this ball. It's trying its best to get over the 821 EMA now. It's trying to form this smooth rounded bottom here. Let's give it some time and see if it does. If it doesn't break the 50 moving average, I still like this yellow box down here at the golden pocket. 1600 is kind of going to be resistance here. If it doesn't break 1600, that's a fair assumption. Break 1600, good. Fail 1600, likely heading back to 14. I've got my Ethereum already, so I'm kind of trying to leave it be. I'm going to buy a whole bunch more and then lend it though, but not yet. NASDAQ. Let's do the Forex pair. So, got a bit of a downtrend here. Can't deny that. All right. That's still going nowhere in a hurry. So far, she's holding on to levels here. Let's see where this goes, because this is a bullish formation here. It's you'll see this often in many places, but up, consolidation, and then more up. Okay. That's a standard thing that you'll see a lot of times. That a lot of people will draw that out. That's a parabolic move, and it's pretty commonplace. So it's not a buy yet, and I do like the fact that it's come down here to the support, but it's just not quite there just yet. Let's give it a little bit of time here to play out. I wouldn't take a Forex trade on this, and because I wouldn't take a Forex trade on it, I probably wouldn't buy it otherwise. So I'm going to wait a little bit on NASDAQ until it turns the corner. CRV. All right. Okay, so here's CRV. Tested the bottom here, all the way back down again after making that move up. I've got a little piece of this, so I'm not going to go crazy until I see some more. I do plan on buying more, but it's done not enough to move the needle for me just yet. Wait it out. Not an 821 cross, not a 50 moving average. It is scraping the bottom. If you wanted to take a chance, I get it, but it's just not there for me. AT&T. Boy, look at AT&T jump on what I bet you would say is earnings. Yeah. This will probably close this gap though. So you'll probably get a gap close back toward $14 and some change at some point. But it did break the 50 and the 821 EMA on that jump. Give it a little bit. I bet you this back test, but technically it's a buy. Jesus Christ, Brother Bill. All right, brother. $20. Here we go. That gets moonshine. 786 flasks. Limited edition. Only the admins have these right now. So I've made an inquiry about having some more of these made. Now they won't be exactly like this, but they'll be similar. And we'll be having giveaways in the Discord for flasks just like this. You will not be able to buy them. You will only get them on giveaways. And you're only going to get them if you're a member of our Discord. wap.com/team786. Again, these will not be for purchase. They will only be for giveaways. So I'll have 20 of them. And that's it. There will be no more. The next phase, there'll be a different design, but similar. Okay? So wap.com/team786. Get over there. We'll have our, it's only $10. My God, it's not a lot of money. We'll have our giveaway. You can possibly win a flask. Ah, that's moonshine. God almighty, dude. That's good old South Carolina. Straight death water moonshine right there. Whoa. Oh, God, Chad, my son of a bitch. All right, Algo. What else did you ask for? I want to know if I'm going to move to Texas or North Carolina. Well, one more moonshine then. How about that? Cheers, y'all. I really appreciate it. Listen, what money we get in here, again, gets given away. I send this money to Miss Beverly, and she does great things with it out there in Laos. We've helped a ton of people, and we're going to continue to do so. Cheers, y'all. Ah, God bless America, dude. Ah, goodness. That will pull a hair off your face, bro. NXRA. I see you right there. Sanzar. I'll look at that one. Yeah, chestnut checkers. I'll pull those up in a second for you. He's a real man. This is light work. Oh, God. Now, listen, I'm 40, bro. I can't be getting hammered like I used to, dude. It's not as easy as it used to be. Crypto's 11. Good to see you. LINQ. We can do that. Thank you, Grace. Good to see you on here, by the way, Grace. How are you? Oh, no, there's moonshine in here, bro. I can't. Can you hear that? You probably can't hear it, but there's moonshine in there. Huh. Jesus, man, my face hurts now. All right. T threshold crypto maybe next week. Oh, okay. Right. How about Tesla? I got you. What's up, Corey? Good to see you, brother. All right. Algorand. So, boy, Algorand has been an ultimate disappointment for a lot of us, right? I have big hopes for Algorand, and dude, they have done nothing as far as the chart movement. It's just not worked out. It's really sucked. I've had great hopes for Algorand to do something, and it continues to disappoint. It's still not technically a buy. I like that it's running these lows and not necessarily blowing through them, but I still think there's a possibility we could come all the way down to 8 cents, which is only about 10% lower than we are now. And it's up to you to decide, is that 10% worth it to you? But technically, No, it's not a buy. It's under the 821 EMA and it's under the 50 moving average. So technically it's a no. NXRA. All right. Alliance block. Look at this one. This is nice. What is the market cap on this one? I'll find out. It's going to be bright. I'm sorry, y'all. Oh, no, I'm in dark mode. I'm good. NXRA. Let's see what kind of market cap we got on here. 52 million. So it's not really a high cap. It's not even really mid cap. It's more of a low cap. All right. Let's see if we can find a bigger chart. KuCoin. It only goes back to 23. What about Mexi? Same thing. It only goes back so far. Okay, well. So we're over the 821. We're over the 50. Are we under anything else here? Do we have any other moving average in the way? Oh, we just broke the 50 and the 200 and the 100. Hey, this isn't bad. Now, it's done a lot already, so it's probably almost overbought. It did touch overbought once. Still trending up, though. So if this thing can maintain these moving averages here, all right, if it can maintain these moving averages, this 100 and the 200, this red and the blue line right here, that is excellent. If that maintains, that's good support, and that shows us that we're probably going to be ready for the bull market, okay? That's what I want to see happen right there. I want to see that thing hang on and show me it's ready. And once it does that, and this, what little mini downtrend we have right here breaks, right over here somewhere, I'm here for that. When that breaks, it's ready to rock, brother. It's not bad right now, but I think it may jog sideways a little bit here. I guess the check mark. It may jog sideways a little bit right here, so be careful. LINQ. Oh, this is a DEX. So let's pull that up. Nobody look, it's a scam. Now that we got that out of the way, let's take our grid lines off. I don't need grid lines. Let's put it in log mode. All right. LINQ, $6 million market cap. It's on Ethereum. It's on Uniswap. Currently still downtrending. It hasn't quite cracked through barriers right here. You have more sell volume than you do buy volume. I like that it's trying to find a base right there. And if it breaks out of that base, that would be excellent. I'm going to make a note of this one. Because I think this could have good possibilities for the bull market. Low caps like this tend to do pretty darn well. This has 5 security issues: tax modifiable, buy text, sell text, blacklist, whitelist. Never mind, I will not be buying this. Whenever you tell me I can't buy something that I could be blacklisted from investing in you with my money, no thanks. I don't want anything to do with you. But if you're looking for this, I want to see this wedge break. Once this wedge breaks, rock and roll. TSLA. Ooh, Tesla. So, was waiting for this to happen. We were jogging back and forth here on Tesla. Big move down, heading toward the 200 moving average at about $214.15. It did it a little faster than I thought it would, but either way, I drew this out, and sure enough, bam, did exactly what I was hoping for. To the 200 moving average. I think this thing is begging for you to take a chance now. Almost oversold. So I think once it hits the 200, I may buy some Tesla here. Technically right now, not a buy, but I'm going to put a star beside this because that looks pretty damn good as far as trying to get a piece on the way up. It may take a little bit, but that thing didn't fail trend. It's still hanging on there. Okay. So well, if it's in linear mode, it did fail. Either way, hitting that 200 moving average, I like. It's not bad for me. Oh my God. All right. So Chestnut Checkers said, can you pull up the moving averages all together? So let me go to Bitcoin. No, let's do Matic because we're going to do Matic anyway. All right. So here's the moving averages that I have. The 8 EMA is the green line. The purple EMA is the 21 EMA. All right. Then these moving averages, not EMAs. EMAs are the purple and the green. That's 8 EMA, 21 EMA, green, purple. And then the regular moving averages are 50, 100, 200. Yellow, blue, red. Those are standard, all right? 50 moving average, 100, 200. I want you to go back and look at history of ADA on the daily chart. Every single time during the bull market that it failed the 50, it retraced and gave you a chance to buy back in. You buy the 50 moving average and it would sprint up again, fail the 50, buy the 50 again, sprint back up over and over and over again. That's just one example. AVAX, FTM, Solana, XRP, XLM, ADA, Bitcoin, Ethereum, NIM, NIMIC, ENQ, MTV, Loom, KNC, Kava, all did the same thing. So that yellow 50 moving average is powerful. I want you to use it. It's a very simple, easy filter. It's either over it or under it. All right? You are or you ain't. So while I'm at it, let's look at Matic. You're just, and I mean just under the trend line and right at the 50 and the 821 EMA. I think this is a bit of a trap here. I think it may have one more drop left. If it doesn't fail this green line right here, which is about 50 cents, 52 cents, if it can hold above that and break north, great. If it fails this, it's heading to this green box here in this blue line at roughly 45 cents. I want to get some Matic because I want to go lend it, but it hasn't gotten to that point yet. I'm going to lend it and get more Matic. So, Jesus Christ, Chad, I don't like the answer. Drink again, glass bottle only. Okay. What are we having? By the way, okay, I've got some Broken Barrel. Broken Barrel Whiskey Company, limited edition, small batch bourbon. This stuff is really, really good. We drink this after the streams. I know you heard that. Cheers. Whoa. That'll wake you up. That's good. I like neat whiskey. That's good. Man. Dude, that's good. Whew. I forget about this stuff. BNT. Damn, you guys are going to kill me. Prime. Okay, so I see BNT, Prime. HD Tank says fire, moonshine. A cash. I got you. A cash. Bond. 116 proof. Yeah. Made a lot of money with MTV last round. Damn right, mullet. MTV, ENQ, Bolt. Remember Bolt? Oh, man, that's good times, bro. By the way, still need you in the Discord, brother. Let me know when you're ready. Just send me a text, and I'll shoot you over the invite. We got a bunch of good people in there, man. We got a bunch of charts going up constantly, and I love the opinion of someone smarter than me like Mullet. Don says, what did I miss? Probably didn't miss much, just like 300 charts. Was busy adding to some of my positions. Okay, big dick. All right, BNT first. By the way, China Matt's back off his extended leave and in the chart killing it, in the group killing it already. Look at here. BNT made a hell of a sprint. Shot up, pulled back down, got back over the 821, 50, 100, 200, shot back up. Wick chasing a bit right here. So, man, this thing is so far down too. Holy shit. Look how far down that is. Let me take some of these wild colors off the screen for you there. There you go. Ugh. So it probably wants to slow down here as it's hitting resistance, and it might roll back one more time, but damn. I hate to miss out on a good move, but that thing is kind of got its neck stretched out a little bit farther than I'd like to see. So while it's good, it's with an asterisk for me. Prime. Boy, look at that shit go. Okay. Some of these are on a rip, man. Look at that. That's still good. It's trapped here a little bit. Let's zoom in on this. Pull up a red line, that one. Let's zoom in here. That's over everything, isn't it? It's under the 50. Gosh. So this is a tight spot, and it's a really tough call. If you're going to take a chance here, only take a partial chance. If it was my money, that's what I would do. I'm not a financial advisor. It's not financial advice. This likely, these Bollinger Bands pinch together right here a little bit under this trend line. And I would lean toward this thing coming back down here to test this trend one more time before it bounces. However, you may get a situation where it breaks and then goes to this void, right? And then after it goes to that void, makes a move. That would be the ideal situation. You're not guaranteed that. This is on Coinbase, which is really cool. I have never heard of it, but this is one of the better looking charts, but with an asterisk. A cash. Let's do this one. Let's see. So now this one's similar where it's got a pretty good looking little uptrend going right here. Can't deny that. How about some basic moving averages? See, now you're pinned down here by the 50 and the 100 and the 821. So I think this one may angle for this 200 moving average. A test of the 200 here may be worth taking a chance on. See what I'm saying? But maybe not yet. Close, but I hate to see you get pinched out on this one. That's why I would wait if it was my money. Bond. All right. You can tell the ones I've never looked at because they still got grid lines on them. I take the grid lines off of every chart. I don't need that shit up there. All right. So $1.2 million market cap. This is on Polygon Network. All right. Very low market cap. Hey, man, whoever brought this up, this is nice. Look at this. I'm adding this to my list. Watch list. I like this a lot. That's got a broken uptrend. I mean, a broken downtrend, creating an uptrend right there, which is very nice. I don't really need any other moving averages. This is doing all right. If this green line fails, we're just coming back to this red line, in my opinion, something like so. So if it were to fail, it's likely coming back to this red line and giving it a test, in which you're going to get a really good buy-in over here somewhere, right? Wherever that price comes in down there and retests, gosh, that would be the most beautiful buy-in. I wouldn't hate that at all. Let's look at a couple others while I'm here. Here's Bull, which is 3ULL. I got talked to about this one by someone else. Right now, still no go here. Let me take these damn grid lines off. Still no go. It's still under trend. But it is back to support, which is good. I'd like to see it bounce and break the trend off the support. Only $2.5 million market cap. Mizar token. Again, grid lines. Damn it. I don't need any grid lines, brah. All right. So, technically, this one's still a downtrend and a bit of a falling knife. I need to see some improvement before I can do anything here. Mizar is a bot platform, and it's a very cool bot platform. Only a $920,000 market cap, less than $1 million on this. And it is on Arbitrum Network. That's where I'm going to buy this and trade this. Hey, join me. Join me, right? No issues. This is good stuff. It just needs time. Once it's found its balance point, it'll break and do its thing. And I do plan on sending some money over to Mizar and running some bots just to show you how well they can do when you do that. Bund. We already did. Already got that on there. What else here? Ice, Radiant, Grail, Vila. Yeah, Vila's still a bit of a fallen knife. I need to see some improvement. Only $5.5 million market cap here. Eventually this will break trend. It'll do great. It's on Arbitrum Network. I plan on buying this and riding the hell out of it for the uptrend. I think this will probably go to 50 million or better. So once it does, be ready. Bund is on Uniswap. A lot of these are on DEX. Oh my God, Chad. The Zoom call is going to be lit. All right, what else we got? I've got some Larceny small batch. How about that? I've been working on this one. Small batch 92. It's not as strong, but it's pretty good. Now you heard that. Cheers, Chad. Let's go. Whew. Oh, let's chase that. Oh man, I'm gonna come to the bedroom stinking, and she's gonna fuss at me. All right. SCS and RLB. SCS RLB. Is Forest dead? Yeah, I think so. I think it finally went away. China man. I think it finally went away. SCS. Let's do that one first. Is it here or is this what we're talking about? I think this is the one you're talking about. Yeah, that's what you're talking about. Okay. This is on Solana though. This one, $27 million market cap. I'm not sure which one you're talking about, but all these are not quite there yet for me. It's only $39 liquidity on this one, so I definitely ain't fooling with that. RLB, roll bit. Okay, I know this one. This has got a big market cap, 524 million. Still holding on to its uptrend, so nothing to say there. This is going to probably at least hit $1 billion plus. Yeah. 15 cents right now. Oh yeah, it's going to go way higher than that. May come down some before it goes way higher, but right now this is still maintaining its uptrend. It's still doing fine. Hydra. Yeah, I ain't seen Hydra in a minute, bro. Hell, Hydra. And then what else does someone say? Pepe. Oh yeah, look at there. After that really, really ugly move Hydra made, it's broken the 821 and the 50. So this one actually looks good for the moment. Kind of going sideways, but better than it was. So I have some Hydra stuck over on KuCoin. I'm happy about this. This isn't bad. Thank you for that, China Matt. Already did CRV, Radio Rice. It's a no for me at the moment, but I do have a small position. Pepe. Yep, Pepe is still a no for me. Still a bit of a fallen knife here under the 8, 21, and 50. So until that improves, it's going to be a soft no. Not a hard no because it may improve soon. MKR. Oh, Maker. It's on Coinbase. Boy, that thing's still running. Look at that hold the uptrend. I've charted this at some point. Yeah, it's still over the 821 and over the 50, 100, 200. Nothing I can say about this one except good. Wish I would have bought it. It's doing amazing. Jesus Christ. Chad, another $2. Holy shit. I'm going to be nickel and dimed to death. What else do I got? I've got some Bacardi Grand Reserve that was recommended to me by Chi-Town, who I haven't seen in a while. But this is 2010. It's Bacardi Grand Reserve, 2010 brand. 2010 is the year, so it's 13 year. I haven't drank in a while. Ooh. Last one. I can't do anymore, dude. I'm going to be dead. Yeah, I think the same thing, Mullet. This is one of the better looking charts. It hasn't failed since June. It's done amazing. I got to tell you, man, that's good stuff, dude. This is extra rare gold rum, matured in charred white oak barrels. It's good shit, dude. It's smooth. That's good stuff. Chi-Town, good recommendation. I like whiskey just as much as I like charts, by the way, guys. I got a shit ton of whiskey over here. This is my thing. Jeremy Monroe has more than me, but again, he's like 72 years old. FTM. Let's go up here to FTM and find what she's got. All right. Again, same thing with this one, where this is a 2022 low here, kind of scraping the floor back to December when the things broke north. Now she's kind of sitting in that same area. Boy, this gives me, I need to get some vibes. I already have some FTM. So I'm going to wait for a trend break here and a 50 moving average break, in which I will DCA my second time in. Gosh, I really want to buy some, but I think it's too early. Technically speaking, by the chart, it's just not quite time yet. Atom. Oh. All right. Yeah, Atom, same situation as FTM, where it's testing the 2022 lows here. See that? Same thing. Sweeping the lows, as we would say in the Forex room. But it's still a bit of a fallen knife until this downtrend changes here. I think there may be more down left in it. I have a small position in this, nothing big and outrageous, just hedging my bets. So until this improves, it's going to be a no from me on Atom. FTM. So very few look good tonight. Jeremy said, huh? Say what? Jeremy, OL, old AF confirmed. Injectives looks like, yeah. So let's look at injective protocol. Damn mullet, this thing has been wild. This has been wild. Look at this shit, dude. Are you kidding me? The thing is, it's running into resistance here. See that? Got a resistance level up there. May have a little bit more up before the resistance comes in. It is overbought again. So you would think these things slow down. It's just like Caspa. Dude, look at this shit. It just refuses to quit. I could drop it in linear mode. It looks a little easier to see. It's lower highs now, though, but still not failed the trend. Amazing. I can't deny that, and I won't deny that. These have been amazing. I'm proud of them. Last one, ICP. Man, this heifer right here keeps letting me down. It's not bad, all right? It's just sitting there on the floor not doing anything. So as long as this continues, I'm okay. And again, if it drops down to the red box, dude, that's my ultimate buy. But I'm okay. Any one of these three green boxes, I'm fine. I'm okay with it. I'll leave it be. Oh, my bad, Rug. STX. Good to see you, brother. Hope you're doing all right out there on the left coast. Stacks. Look at that, Rug. Thank you. Dude, this thing broke trend. I've been charting it since you talked to me about it. It broke trend. Man, look at that. Good call, bro. Stacks. This is getting a check mark. Yeah, man, it's under the 200. That's all it's got left to break. It's 60 cents. Once it breaks that 60 cents barrier, that's very, very good for Stacks. Damn, dude. I got to get some of that. I got to get some of this. How much is the market cap on this? It's probably high because it's on Coinbase. Yeah, it's going to be high. 839. Damn, I only buy a little bit, but yeah, I got to get some of that. So Alluvium. And STX are two that I have to put on my list here because both of those have a decent look, man. All right. Arbitrum building support. I got to stop because we're getting right here close to 1 hour. But we charted a shit ton of assets. I've got probably 35 on the list here that we did. I want to thank you all for coming. Listen, soon it'll be only YouTube. We're going away from crypto Twitter. It'll be only YouTube and Discord, and we won't have anything else. It'll just be our little tight-knit circle, and that's it. Anyone who comes and watches our YouTube, great. But once we close our doors on the Discord and we cap the number of members we have, that's all that we've got. And you'll be stuck on a waiting list if you want to get in. So I'm going to urge you all, if you haven't become a member, there it is, wap.com/team786. It's a whopping $10 a month. $10 a month to be around big brain people who help you make more money. That a lot to ask? I don't think so. But your choice alone. No one's twisting your arm. Do your own thing. Thank you all for coming. I appreciate every single one of you being on here. All of you are awesome. Let me leave you with this. Make the best of your todays, the worst of your tomorrows. That's Jay-Z. Lastly, you could have been anywhere in the world, but each one of you chose to be here with me. You'll never understand how much that means. For real. Y'all are my friends. I don't have any friends in the real world. Y'all are my sanity. So thank you. I'll see you guys on the next live stream. That was Biggie. Y'all be good. Sky's the limit. Peace.